everyone! I am so excited that I'm actually getting around to filming this video before the end of the month. Life has been really crazy. There's just been a lot going on, you know, school stuff, preparing for my thesis, you know, no big deal, just the thing that kind of, you know, decides whether or not I get my master's degree or not at the end of the year. Like, what? No big thing, I got this. I'm so stressed out, you guys. Which is where a lot of the products in the pyramid this month are going to be coming from. They're coming from my stress. I haven't really been super duper adventurous or anything with my makeup. I've basically just been putting on my brows and leaving. Just gotta go right now. But to school, not to the bathroom. I don't know if anyone remembers that commercial. These videos always end up being 800 hours long, so I am just going to get to it here, and I refuse to forget the jingle this time around. Ready? I know it's been a while, so you might not remember this jingle, but here we go. We'll refresh it. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, I spent my money. Yeah. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Where's my money, Bob? Where's my money? I always wanted to spin that big wheel. Anyways, moving on. Let's dive right into the pyramid. I'm going to just preface this pyramid by saying I really don't have any terrible products this month, which great. I'm very happy that I don't have anything bad because that means I didn't have to suffer through any really bad products this past month. I just liked them at different, levels. It's like my love of cats compared to Galileo. You know, like they're the same thing, but on a much different love level. Galileo is the ultimate, aka the top of the pyramid, and then cats in general are at the bottom. They're still great. I still want to pet and snuggle with them, but not as much as Galileo. Taking a snooze back there. So, anyways, the first product, I actually believe one or two people recommended these things to me. I don't know. Since they were only like $5 or $6 on eBay, I figured I would give it a shot, and they are these 3M Next Care Acne Care things, and then a bunch of stuff in another language that I'm not sure what it is. They come in a little pack. Got some bigger ones and some smaller ones, and these are just kind of supposed to make your pimples go away. I'm no laboratory scientist or anything, but from what I can tell and from what I've read, these basically just like suck the moisture out of things. So you put this on a pimple and it basically makes it so that instead of a mountain, you just have like a little baby molehill. It that extra moisture and liquid out of there, not necessarily the pus or anything, but definitely the moisture, so at least the pimple is less bulging. You know what I mean? So I do like them for that. Will I repurchase them? I don't know. Maybe in a time of weakness where I just feel like buying something online, but I don't want to spend a ton of my money, so just like a few bucks. They stick for the most part. I wear these either when I'm just like bumming around the apartment or else when I'm sleeping, and there have definitely been times where they end up sliding during sleep. They've been okay. They've been nice for like stress lumps like this, where I'm stressed out emotionally, and so my skin is like, I want to be stressed out too! And then it acts up. And then I'm both emotionally and physically stressed out. Next up on the bottom of my pyramid here was actually kind of a gift slash a passed down item, so I feel kind of guilty that it's at the bottom of the pyramid, but I mean, I don't know that she even spent money on it, and if she did, I'm sorry. I have been using it though, and I do like it. I just don't love it and I won't be purchasing it. This is the Stila Major Lash Mascara. I believe, Puri, did you send this because Stila stopped being cruelty-free? I assume that's why. She only uses cruelty-free beauty products, which I commend. By the way, if none of you have checked out her channel, her name is April, nickname is Puri. Her username is Blushing Biddies. I will leave her linked below. She's wonderful. Like I said, she does cruelty-free beauty reviews and whatnot, and she is just a delight. Definite sister from another mister. She actually owns this same shirt that I'm wearing right now. That was not planned, but Yeah, she's wonderful, so definitely go check her out. But anyways, onto the mascara. It's just okay. I don't like using this on its own. It just doesn't do quite enough for me, but I really like that kind of a false lash kind of a look. So this is just a little bit too natural for my liking, but I do think when I put on 2 coats of this and then another coat of my CoverGirl waterproof mascara that's been discontinued, put that on top, it kind of like seals it in because this is not waterproof and so it does smudge on me, but once I have it locked in with the other mascara, it's totally fine. So I've been able to use it, and I do like that it is really lightweight and it keeps the curl up and everything, but I have been enjoying it for what it is, and I love trying out new mascaras, so it's been alright for me. This is going to shock some of you. Heck, this even shocked myself. I finally ran out of my magical ball primer from Guerlain, which just broke my heart in so many different ways. But I was excited because last Christmas my mom had purchased a bottle of the Hourglass Mineral Veil, or it's Veil Mineral Primer. I always want to call it the Mineral Veil Primer. I don't know why. She got me a full-size bottle of it for Christmas last year, and so I was excited to finally get around to using it almost, what, 9-10 months later. I'm sorry, Bob. I did appreciate it. But, so, does that obviously show what's here at the bottom of the pyramid? This is my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I had used this before. I even wrote a blog post like devoted to this way back when, so I'll link that down below, and tons of other useful links, you guys. Go down there to that info bar. I put so much freaking work into that thing, especially for these best and worst videos. So I was really excited to start using this again because I knew that it was a fantastic facial primer. The one thing is, I think my skin got so accustomed to the luxury of that Guerlain primer that I was using that when I started using this, my skin was just like, ew, what is this peasant potion that you're rubbing all over me? I despise you! Where is the Guerlain luxury beautiful balls? Yeah. So my skin broke out really bad when I started using this for like a week. I just had a bunch of those like under the skin pimples. Thankfully it has since cleared up and my face remembers that I'm not actually as rich as that Guerlain primer. Heck, I'm not even as rich as this Hourglass primer, so my skin needed to realize that that was just a blip in time, a very lucky magical time for it, and it needs to get used to the cheaper stuff. Granted, this stuff is not cheap like Set, but it's like 20 bucks cheaper than the Guerlain one, but it's also like 30 bucks more than what I would like to spend on a facial primer. But I do think this is a really great primer. It does help your makeup to stay on all day, and it just feels so smooth and so soft. It feels like the frosted glass of the bottle, and I just like it. The Guerlain one is better, but I mean, if you're feeling like splurging, this is a nice little primer. If anything, definitely go ask Sephora for a sample, cause they'll hook you up. Last thing on the bottom of my pyramid here was another thing from my mom. It was just a hand-me-down from her though, but she bought it because I had liked it, but then she bought the full-size version of it, and then she didn't like it on her. She knew I loved it, and I had run out of my sample, and so she just passed it down to me. I have included this in a monthly favorites before. I don't remember which, but I'll find it and I'll link it below. And it is this Stila All Over Shimmer Liquid Luminizer in the shade Pink Shimmer. This stuff is beautiful. I usually stop wearing this when the summertime rolls around and whatnot because I'm sweaty enough as it is. I do not need any sort of highlighter on my skin. I'm gonna get enough of a sweat glow going on from my natural nastiness. But then once fall rolls around again, speaking of my mom, she told me she found a box of me and my brother's like old schoolwork / artwork, and so she sent me some pictures of it. This was a picture that I drew when I was just a little over 3 years old. Look at those beautiful people. That's me and my brother. I like that my brother has the body of a dog and his head is as big as my whole body. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked. Basically, when the fall rolls around, I like to get out my luminizers and highlighters again, and I just adore this one from Stila. I basically just put a few dots of it on my cheeks. I'm not wearing it today because I'm actually testing out a blush product right now, and then just kind of dab it out with my finger, and it just gives this really like ethereal, pearly finish to your cheeks. It just kind of makes you look like a fairy elf princess, and I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to look like a fairy elf princess, so that's all I'm gonna say. We are on to the second tier of the pyramid here, and this is actually another thing that Puri sent me. I didn't realize my pyramid was so full of things that people have given or passed on to me. But yeah, so this is the 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream. It's 100% natural and 100% vegan, which is great. It's a caffeine-rich eye cream that depuffs, brightens dark circles, lessens lines and wrinkles, and nourishes with anti-aging nutrients. Great! That is everything I want and look for in an eye cream, and I really like this stuff. It's got that slightly cooling feel on your eyes, and I can just kind of tell that the health of my eye skin, it sounds strange, but you know, my eye skin, it just has been a lot less dry and kind of scaly looking lately. It looks plumper and healthier, basically, even though I've only been getting a few hours of sleep every night. So I've really been enjoying this. Thank you so much, Puri, for sending this to me. I think this is a great little product. The only thing I like slightly dislike about it is the smell. It does smell a little bit like coffee, but it also smells a lot of bit like cardboard. Like, I'm not sure what that's all about, but it's really not that big of a deal, and it's not like it lingers or anything, and it's a very like faint scent. You have to like sniff it, you know what I'm saying? So not that big of a deal. I just figure something to share. Next up on this second tier of the pyramid here, I've got a lip product. How could I do one of these pyramids without at least one lip product? Am I right? Am I right? I'm an addict. This is the Fresh Sugar Rose Lip Treatment. I absolutely... I don't think words will ever be able to express how much I love these things. I wish I owned every single color, and you know that holiday kit is just tormenting me on the Sephora site. I want it so bad, but I do not need any more lip products, so I have somehow refrained from purchasing it. I don't know how my willpower has gone on this long. This was one of the minis from the birthday kit, what was that, last year, 2 years ago, whatever it was. From Sephora. It's almost gone. I'm like scraping out the little remains of it that I have left, and I'm gonna cry once this runs out. The scent is... Ew. Is that appropriate for YouTube? I don't know that that was appropriate for life, really. It smells like sweet lemon delight. Like, think a lemon meringue pie or like a vanilla lemon drop kind of a scent. And they just feel so luxurious on your lips, so plush, they're so moisturizing. And I just love that this one has that little tint of red to it. I highly recommend them to anyone who's a lip balm lover. If you don't really care about lip products, you probably don't need to splurge on these because they are stupid expensive. They're like $22.50 or like $23, which is just redonkulous. But they are fantastic, they are luxurious, they are an absolute treat, and I would highly recommend them, like I said, to any lip product junkies out there. Alright, last product on this tier of the pyramid here correlates to my lack of good skin this month. The stress has been real, and my skin has been showing it. So whenever that happens, I'm talking the really deep, like non-poppable kind of stress zits that you get when you're putting together your thesis show for graduation / not graduation if they don't like what I put together, aka a waste of tons of thousands of dollars and time. Give that. Cute. This mask is also a stupidly expensive product. However, skin is one thing that I do not mind spending money on. Not, that sounds like I go out and like buy swaths of skin. No. I don't. Can you do? Ew. But yeah, skincare, I don't mind splurging because I just think that clear skin or clearer skin is the biggest confidence boost anyone can have. So I have this mask from Ren. I believe this is 50 some dollars, but thankfully it works really well, and thankfully it lasts a really long time, so I don't feel as guilty about it. This is the Ren Clear Calm 3 Acne Treatment Mask. Now, this is a sulfur mask, so if you've ever smelt sulfur before, it basically smells like Galileo farts and tires, which, you know, not the best smelling thing, but it clears up your skin, so I forgive it. It's one of those masks where you do not see any results right away. Do not expect that. Your skin does not feel different, your skin does not look different. However, when you wake up in the morning, I always use masks at night. The next day, I do notice that my skin is so much calmer. Just the redness is kind of cleared up, and my painful zits have gotten much less painful. It just decreases everything. It really does clear and calm, as the title suggests. I think if you're having any skin problems that sound like my skin problems, this is definitely worth checking out. I know it's expensive, but it does work. So, I mean, at least there's that. Second to the top tier of the pyramid, so exciting. I was not expecting anything from this product. It was just one of those random deluxe samples from Sephora that I threw in my online basket and was just like, you know what, free stuff, I'll take it. There weren't any other good deluxe samples, so I just decided on this one. This is the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat and UV Protective Primer. This is a heat protectant spray and also a leave-in conditioner, so it kind of does everything in one. It also detangles, which is great. So I use this when I get out of the shower. I just spritz it all over my hair, and the tangles are so much fewer. Okay, today is a really bad example because I've been running around like a crazy person and teaching, and I just... Give me a break. Give me a break. If you got a Kit Kat bar, I'll take that too. My hair has just been so much softer and nicer since I've been using this stuff. I don't know what kind of magic they infused into this bottle, but it's real nice. I think why they call it invisible, it's very weightless. You really don't feel it on your hair at all, but your hair feels so much softer, so much nicer, so much silkier, so much shinier, so much everything you want your hair to be. Again, do not use my hair today as an example. The smell isn't anything offensive. It's not my favorite smell. It really basically smells like a salon. Like, it smells exactly like when you walk into a hair salon. It does not linger. It's very light, the scent on your hair, and yeah, I really have been liking this. I don't know how much the full size costs. I'll put it here on the screen and let you know whether or not I would buy that or not, but if it's like 20 bucks or something, I would probably splurge on it. Alright you guys, second to the top of the pyramid, how exciting! This product has been an absolute game changer for me since I purchased it, and I'm so happy I finally did. I hate myself for having waited so long, but you know, it's okay, life will go on. It's the Tangle Teezer. So many of you asked me if it worked in dry hair, and yes, my friends, it really does. Did you see that? That's called butter. I mean, and some hair grease. I need to take a shower. I know so many of you in the comments of that video and whatnot said that you love this thing too. It really is worth the hype that it gets on YouTube. I don't really have much to say about it because it's just a pink chunk of plastic, but it's a magical pink chunk of plastic. It glides through the hair so well. I only deal with like 2% of snarls now. Otherwise, it's just smooth sailing. I really love this. For the $8-9 bucks you spend on it, perfect. If you buy it online through an eBay site, even better, you get cash back. I will leave that link down below if you want to use my referral link and get me a little extra money too. You totally don't have to. I'm just putting it out there. But yes, Tangle Teezer. Highly recommend it. Highly love it. And yeah, it's just one of those things where you want to tell everyone about it. You know, it's like a great new bra that you just bought. Granted, you wouldn't exactly show that off to everybody, but you want to tell them, like, look at my boobs. Don't they look nice and high and perky? It's just like this. Look at my brush. Doesn't it make hair brushing look like fun? Not really, but you get what I'm saying. There was absolutely no questions asked when it came to what was going to be on the top of my pyramid this month. It's my Too Faced La Crème lipsticks. I am so obsessed with these things, you guys. I feel a little iffy and scared saying this, but it's definitely one of the top, if not the top, lipstick formula I have ever used. I just adore these. If I could only have one type of lipstick, it might go to these things. They're so good. And of course it helps that I got like a really freaking good deal on them. You can definitely go check out the YouTube video that I did, my first impressions video on these, and you'll hear all about it. I really don't want to go into it here because I've already been filming for like 40 minutes, so I don't need to add to that. I am wearing one of them today. I've been wearing these basically every single day. I just love them so stinking much. If I haven't been wearing these, I've been wearing that Sugar Fresh lip treatment, whatever, blah blah. But these, on days where I have been wearing lipstick, all about it. All about it. I would love to own all the shades. I don't need all the shades, but I would love to own all the shades of these. So I got the colors Cinnamon Kiss, which is kind of a sort of really beautiful nudie mauve type pinky color. And then I also got Jelly Bean, which is a really pretty kind of a fuchsia red, pinky red color. And then my favorite, it's the one that I'm wearing today, is Loganberry. I don't know why they discontinued this color. It is just a gorgeous like raspberry purple kind of a color. It's so right up my alley. And these lipsticks are just so creamy. They are so like that perfect amount of plush. It's not overwhelming where you feel like it's gonna slide all around your face. They just feel so secure on your lips. Like, you know, these aren't going anywhere. And even if they do, like if you eat a sandwich, which I did this afternoon, you know, you can see your lipstick on the sandwich bread as you take a bite. But these leave behind such a nice kind of stain almost, slash they just fade so gracefully that it doesn't even matter. These look good all day, and I only have to reapply these once. So I put these on in the morning, I have lunch, I reapply, and then I come home and they last all, they're so good. I know they're a more expensive lipstick. I think, what are they? They're $22 or something. I'll put it on the screen. But they're worth every penny. They've got a really nice weighty kind of a packaging, so they feel luxurious. I think they look, I mean, they're like a gold bullet kind of, that's pretty luxurious, right? They're like a metal, and the cap is like kind of cushioned almost, so it feels like, you know, that cap isn't coming off in your bag. They've got a very, very light kind of lemony vanilla scent to them. It's not potent at all though. You cannot smell it on your lips. They don't taste like anything, and I just think they're gorgeous. So I would highly recommend these if you haven't checked them out. I really do think that they are worth the price, and like I said, if you shop through Ebates, I'm sorry, I really love Ebates. It's basically like having a coupon every time you go shopping. Yeah, I really love these lipsticks, and I cannot recommend them enough. Alright, that is it, you guys. I am looking like such a hot mess right now. Oh my gosh. I just know that when I am editing this video, I'm gonna be like, Cassie, why didn't you redo your hair? And then I'm gonna try and remember, Cassie, you were so tired and just ready to go to bed. That aside, I hope you all had a wonderful October. Happy Halloween, whether it's about to happen or if it already happened. I don't know how quick I'm gonna be able to edit this video. Like I said, I hope you had a wonderful month. I hope you're all doing well, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!